M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a first carry here for their running back. Room here to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And some space here. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They go play action. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, Can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the play. From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. Henry will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing now is Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These two teams all tied after one. With the score tied 14-14. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Daniels looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw is Daniels. And he comes back with one complete. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Slot man moves right. Here's Daniels. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henry up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Jackson now. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Back to throw. Daniels. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This time, Jackson will throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with an extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone go.
He's got him in, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
A first down carry for Henry, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. N'Keal Harry as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Now he's free at the 35.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 58 yards.
And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 40. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The handoff running left, Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Henry.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 162 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
N'Keal Harry laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They begin with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Report.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
233 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 44-yard line. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The pitch to Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back to throw now on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Running from the gun with Henry.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
63. Commanders 45. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Again to Henry.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown.
You say my look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure 8 when me wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need the wait. If you get it, off the plate. Wanna run it up, run it up, all night. If the lights went down, get you keep it, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When my talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. 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 With a right. Come on, baby, what you tryna do? I'm tryna pull up on you like a drive-through. I wanna know if we rockin', would you keep it cool? Take trips and private dinners just for us two.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Loving when he show affection. About me, over like stretching. And I ain't never out like wrestling. Back on. Got all these boys mad cause I passed.
Use the options on the left to edit.
All night. If the lights went down, get you keep it, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. What do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my crocs, these luxury.
seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. It just be